So why in the 6th century was sloth or laziness listed amongst the 7 deadly sins? I mean, I can understand why pride would be on that list, and envy and anger and lust and greed, but laziness? Well, here's why. Now, when we tend to think of sloth or laziness, we might be inclined to think of a teenager who lays in bed until 11 a.m. on a Saturday morning and then wastes the rest of the day binge watching Netflix, never doing anything productive, never getting anything done. But according to church tradition, being slothful, being lazy, it involves more than that. It goes deeper, and it's far more dangerous. Now, of course, sloth obviously meant idleness, of sitting around and doing nothing. Back in the 6th century, in fact, throughout most of human history until recent times, crop yields were much, much lower than they are today. And literal famine was generally only one bad harvest away. And so it was vital that everyone in the community be involved. And those who shirked their responsibility, they were seen just not as being lazy, but also lacking in love and concern for others. But slothfulness involved more than just being lazy, of sitting around on your butt and doing nothing. It could also involve spiritual apathy, of being indifferent to the things of God, to virtue, to brotherly love and kindness, to faith. You see, you could be just out there crushing it. You could be the greatest harvester around, and yet at the same time be spiritually lazy. And that just not threaten your own soul, but also the souls of your family and your community. And that's why spiritual laziness, spiritual slothfulness is so deadly. Unlike the other deadly sins that are more aggressive and in your face, like pride and greed and lust and anger and envy. Spiritual slothfulness, it's more passive aggressive. It slowly seeps in, almost unnoticed, and slowly drains your soul of all purpose and meaning. So beware of sloth in its many forms, whether it's materially or spiritually. It may not be as overt as some of the other deadly sins, but it is nevertheless just as deadly. To find out why wrath was considered one of the deadly sins, click on the video link down below.